Evening, everybody. It's 8:16, and I wanted to wait a little while tonight. The letter's been ready for a while, but I wanted to see where the grains were going to open because of the news that I posted on Friday about Huntsman declaring a force majeure because the level of the Mississippi was so depleted that they're having trouble putting barges on it and moving them. So the grains actually opened higher. Corn is only up 1.25, but the wheat is up 13.5. I really like this wheat contract. It just keeps on building. It has these down days, but it's up, test, up, test, up, test, up, test. And it just looks to me like we're going to break out above that, and I wouldn't be the least bit surprised to see 1,035 again. So that's $10.35 or so per bushel. We're down here at 8.93. Okay, so let's get back to the rest of the world. This is video number 1486, and it's your first look at futures. Now, you also have to remember that although we see trades in the bonds, they're all slightly lower. You have to remember the bond market is closed tomorrow, so there'll be no bonds. It's Indigenous Peoples Day. Um, I won't make the comment because it'll offend someone, and I don't want to do that. In any event, bonds down, so interest rates up, dollar up, although not very much, and stocks lower. I called this one just dead on last week, looking for a rally up to the 38.25. And sure enough, after closing on the low on Friday, we went a little bit lower and turned up. And Monday we were up 113, and Tuesday we hit 38.20. So 38.25 to 38.20. I'll take that kind of a projection any day. I'm thinking that we're going to break lower, and that is somewhat disturbing, and I'll show you why. On a measured move, on the break here, and we did close last week, the week before, right on the low. We did go a little lower and tried to rally, but just basically up to this fib retracement number at 38.13 and change, closed. Even though we closed up on the week, we closed 3/4 or maybe 5/7 down on the range. And of course, we're down tonight. A break of this close, which is 36.01, could send us as far as, let's see, 3,200. I mean, I'm not saying it's going there straight away, but it could get there. We've had each of these lower highs, lower lows, lower low, still a lower high on this trend line, a break, and we'll have to see whether we get the lower low here or not. Let's see what else we have here. Wheat continuing to rise, now up 15.75. So we have the gold down 5.5, silver down 15. I mentioned it in my silver comment tonight for subscribers that the ratio gold to silver, which when I started talking about it 4 weeks ago was 97, has now come all the way in to 83, and I think it could get down into the 70s or so. But you kind of have to trade the futures in order to get it to match up, because options, depending upon what cycles you use, have time premium. Futures do not. So I'm going to remind everyone yet again that if you are interested, or you should be interested in futures, there are some outstanding advantages. You should get to me and I'll send you our information. Okay, oil basically unchanged, down 16 cents. Traded about $1 higher. This is pretty close to the low, but after last week's move of 16.5%, I really can't be concerned with a fraction of a percent move. Let's just take a look and see what it is. Yeah, it's down less than 0.2%, so I can't be concerned about that. What I think people have to be concerned about, though, are the heating oil and the gasoline. There are no ETFs for this, so we don't really trade it. Heating oil was up a stupendous 24.75%, and it's up again tonight. Gasoline was up 15.4%. It's up another penny tonight, so not very much, but it's not giving it back. The only thing that has been acting poorly, and it's not overwhelmingly poorly, I mean, it's hanging in here at just under $7, 6.68, is the nat gas. Okay, so that's pretty much about it. The stocks will be open tomorrow, so regular day, although I assume that volume will be down. We are down 23 in the S&P, we're down 77 in the NASDAQ, and 150 in the Dow futures. And in tonight's narrative, which I posted, by the way, for subscribers and non-subscribers alike in the on the Discord room, uh, we had some pretty monumental moves. I think the average move in the Dow this week was 521 points. And I'm not talking about high to low. I'm talking about net changes. Net changes for the week totaled 2,608. So that's pretty substantial. The NASDAQ was a little bit better, and the S&P was also fairly substantial. I think the S&P average close was $72, and let's remember that we had some pretty quiet days in there, so the big days were huge. All right, as I said, dollar up, interest rates up, bonds down, stocks down. I'll be back first thing in the morning. Hope everyone